Hi everyone, this is a reading with me. We are going to have a look and see what's coming through for you. This is for all star signs. If you are here, hello and welcome. I feel like it is a sign that there are messages for you, and we will take a look and see what is coming through. All right, so this is a safe space where you are always welcome, and let's see what your reading holds for you. Wow. Who here feels like they have been tested? Hands up. Who feels like they have been constantly tested? No matter what they do, there's a test. No matter what they say, there's a test. No matter what whoever they speak to, there's a test. Do you feel like you have been tested a lot? Because you know what? I feel like you've been through the ringer. Like you have been tested a lot, and actually everything that has happened in your life so far has taken you into the direction of success. And whilst you might not feel like you are really at the place of success right now, you are definitely getting there. Okay, so I know it's really harsh and frustrating to hear those kinds of words like, oh, the reason that things have happened in your life the way that they have is because they were supposed to. That sounds awful, especially for people that have been traumatized, especially if you have been traumatized and you've been through pain and emotional suffering, which I do feel like you have been through. It's not me trying to say like, oh, you deserved it. No. The universe sometimes, and God, whoever you believe in, gives you these kinds of tests as life lessons. And the reason for this is so that the next time you come across someone who could treat you really badly, you'll be able to just say no straight away. You know, you will not let them affect you, your career, your finances, your mental health, which by the way then contributes to how you feel towards your work, right? So you will start to understand like, no, this is not the right person for me. So then you are able to protect yourself, protect your boundaries. You won't then entertain people that are like not for your highest good, and therefore those people will no longer be able to have power over you and your life. And in many ways, you know, if you always had a perfect life, then, I mean, that's just, first of all, not how life really works. But what I'm trying to say here is that everything that you have been through is serving some form of a purpose where you are learning, you are growing, and you are becoming stronger. You realize what you deserve and you realize what you don't. You realize what you stand for and what you don't. You also realize what you are worth. And with that, you start to attract what you are actually worth. Because the minute you start to realize, wait a second, I deserve people to come into my life who are mutual and caring, you will never ever then accept a non-mutual person, and therefore the people that you accept are going to be mutual. So you will have mutual energies because that's what you accept. The universe also knows that you have so much power in your hands. You have so much free will in your hands. You are not the kind of person that will just always just attract the right people, you know, in that sense. You also have to say yes and no to people. So the universe has given you those lessons of pain, trauma, frustration in the past so that you can actually stand up for yourself and also make the decisions that are needed for yourself so that you would accept the right people in your life as well. Otherwise, you could accept people that are not good for you. So the universe has had to test you in every area of your life because the universe knows that you are a strong person, you are a strong character, and that you like to make your own decisions. You are not the kind of person that just sort of sits there and waits for everything to happen in your life. You like to make your own choices and decisions, and you full well know what you are worth. And because of that, the universe has to give you these kinds of lessons, which sometimes can feel like an absolute pain in the butt. But that's because the universe knows that you're the one making your decisions and choices. So therefore, they have to give you lessons so that you, when you make your next choice and decision, you will make it in accordance to what you actually need for yourself. I really hope that makes sense. Basically, the universe knows that you are very powerful and that you like to make your own choices. And if they did not bring you these lessons, then you may have made choices that are not good for you, like accepting the wrong kinds of people and things like that. So essentially, the universe, yes, brings good people your way, but in the mix, sometimes you might find that one bad little eggshell gets in there, and you've got to get it out and use your strong boundaries to say no to those people as well. Like, no, I don't feel comfortable. No, I don't feel this, or I don't think we are right for each other. You know, it's the universe is also trying to get you to also step up for yourself, because that's also really important. Okay. The universe wants you to be the strongest version of yourself. And yes, sometimes that can feel uncomfortable and they can test you, but they want the best for you. And through your own doing, that's what you also attract. So the more you spend time around people that are hot and cold, you attract more of that. Whereas when you are working towards progress and consistency, you attract more progress and consistency. And people that are proactive, they progress in their life as well, and they are consistent in their life as well and towards you. You basically are attracting everything that you are within yourself, but also what you accept and what you don't accept. You're basically an embodiment of what you want in return, if that makes sense. And the stronger you are within yourself, the stronger everything else becomes around you as well. Basically, the universe wants you to put yourself first, and the universe wants you to make yourself the focus. If you are so strong in your boundaries that 0 people stay around you, that's okay, because you probably deserve a lot better anyways, okay? And that's something very important for me to mention too, is that you are then being protected from people that are not actually good for you, right? It's better to have 1 good person rather than like 10 fake people. It's always quality over quantity. And the universe wants you to be so comfortable within yourself that you don't need. And you attract. But then you also make decisions to say yes, no, to have power. Because the universe makes decisions, right? The universe can be cutthroat. The universe does things in an order. God does things in an order. God can sometimes deny you, right, of certain things, but also give you certain things. You should also be in power of the things that you can and cannot control. I feel like some of you are really on the verge of cutting out certain friends or people that have been very toxic in your life, that have come into your life and then sometimes just made you feel super chaotic, and it's just frustrated you a lot, and you've just thought to yourself, like, why am I even entertaining these people? So there is a real sense here of you also thinking to yourself, like, is this really worth it? Is this something that I really want to do? Does this make me feel good? And especially with the King of Swords, for some of you, it's a relationship thing, you know, where you're thinking, is this person really worth it? You know, are they really giving me the kind of love, happiness, fulfillment that I need in my life? Why are they treating me in a way that makes absolutely no sense? And, you know, you'll be making your own decisions in regards to that. Trust that what is coming is for your highest good. But you definitely don't deserve to be, especially in the presence of people, you do not deserve to feel alone. If you are alone, but that's because there's nobody around you, okay, that makes sense, right? It makes complete sense. But if you are around people that you feel you should be trusting and loving, but you still feel alone because of how they treat you, not because of yourself, because of how they treat you, then we got a bit of a problem, okay? Because you being alone in your power, in your strength, by yourself is a strong thing. But when you are around people and you feel alone, then we have a problem. And that's when it's really important to consider, are these really your people? Because true friendships, true lovers will never make you feel that way. They will always make you feel heard and seen and respected. And so the universe and the God wants you to look at your circumstances right now and to see whether those people are treating you in a mutual way. Of course, you can give them time to see, you know, whether they are going to be to that level, whether they continue to give to you, whether they are to, you know, are they doing that, you know, over the course of time. You can, of course, give things time. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel that some of you are going to come to that conclusion to think, wait a second, I'm doing way more and they aren't actually respecting me. So I'm going to respect myself. I'm going to put in those healthy boundaries. I deserve better. Okay? And with that, things get better. Okay? So the minute you start to have those strong, healthy boundaries, for some of you with that King and Queen of Swords, you're going to cut out people that are not for your highest good. And when you start to do that, things start to change. Things start to get better. So the Two of Wands here shows that things get better. Why? Because the Two of Wands quite literally showcases an energy here where you have options and choices when it comes to friendships, when it comes to love, when it comes to your career, when it comes to, you know, people that will actually respect you and give you that mutual energy in return. The universe really also had to test you to make you feel uncomfortable so that you know what that uncomfortable energy is like. And so when you start to feel it from the very beginning, you'll be like, no, this is not my person, this is not my thing. okay? Because if you never know and it just feels okay, then you can end up in a situation where you get into such a deep hole and then you can't get yourself out of it. So the reason why the universe can give unfavorable people into your life, people that don't treat you very well, that, you know, are rude to you, etc., is so that you can feel that uncomfort and feel like, nope, that's not my person. I'm going to have those strong, healthy boundaries and step away from this, so that you don't feel further pain, so that it doesn't affect you for the foreseeable future, you know what I mean? So that's also one of the reasons here, so that you can also have that sort of trigger of like, beep, 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 this isn't right for me, I better move out of this situation. And even with the Five of Cups and the Six of Swords as well, I do feel like you are moving away from people that have caused you immense pain. And now you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I'm better by myself. I'm better by myself, looking after myself, being there for myself, and not having someone create this pain in my life when I could take control of my life and actually have better come. And that's true. When you are so strong, and that's the thing, the universe is actually sort of testing this area of your life as well, because when you are so strong to sort of let go but also put yourself first, a lot of people don't want to do that because they feel like they're gonna be lonely. But then the amount of success that starts to come your way once you accept yourself and you accept yourself for who you are in your situation is shocking. Okay, because what starts to come your way is just so many more opportunities. Like when you are in your own energy, you're not accepting less from other people, you will start to find that opportunities start coming your way, people start offering you opportunities, more money starts to come your way, you start to feel more confident, not in like an ego way. I just want to mention, like, you won't feel egotistical and, you know, things like that. You'll just start to feel stronger, happier, more confident within yourself, more motivated, more fulfilled. People will start to take more action towards you. You'll start to find that the more action you put towards yourself, the more others also put that energy towards yourself, which, you know, is amazing. There you go, right? Action comes your way, confidence comes your way, fulfillment comes your way. You start to feel better and stronger. Yeah, so if you find it hard to focus on yourself, I can't even speak. I offer lots of rituals on my website which work with detachment and healing and acceptance towards your own life. There's rituals for love, money, marriage, commitment, attraction, justice, beauty, healing. There's also the black magic energy removal protection ritual as well. These all work with creating healing in your energy, which allows the intention to come through. There's also intention items which have thousands of 5-star reviews. The review section's at the bottom of my website, but there's also bracelets, candles, sage bundles, teas, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow. All the items are handmade, meditated with, and saged. And there's also tarot readings with me as well if you wanted to ask any questions that you want answers to. Okay, so yeah, I thought I'd mention that. It's all on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. But clearly, the more you put yourself first, the more everything comes together. The universe and God wants you to put you first. You have always put everybody else first. You have always made everybody else sort of like the star. You need to make yourself the star, okay? Because the more you treat everybody else as a star, they would treat you like a fan. You don't need that. You do not need to constantly be the fan. It's not serving you. It's not serving those people, right? Because you're always that fan. Make yourself the star. People will treat you well, okay? They will treat you well. They will respect you. The more you respect yourself, the more others respect you. Sorry, that was a bit loud. The way the cards just kind of clashed. But yes, there you go. Okay, Queen of Cups. Pour into your own cup first. You know how they say on an airplane, what is it? Put your mask on first before attending to someone else. Fill up your cup first so that you have enough also for yourself. And then go around filling everyone else's cup up. Because, you know, when you're busy filling everybody else's cup up, you might completely forget that you're dehydrated yourself, and that, you know, if you don't fill up your cup, then how can you also help all those other people, right? That's very, very important. Same thing with, you know, if you're so busy helping everybody else on an airplane put their masks on, you'll forget that you haven't got your mask on, and then, I don't know, maybe you'll faint and then you won't be able to help all those other people as well. So basically what I'm trying to say here is make sure you fill up your own cup. It doesn't mean that you should be selfish to other people or rude to other people or anything like that. It just means that if you help yourself, you can help people even more, you know. And not only that, you have it for yourself as well. Don't forget about yourself. Don't neglect yourself. in the process of always being there for others. Very important. You have to take care of your emotional health and yourself. And the universe had to test you in this way. And so if you've been through a really harsh, abrupt ending, a breakup, even if it's to do with a friend or family member, the universe is telling you, you need to put yourself first. You need to do that, because otherwise you are only breaking your own heart, and your emotions are going to become catastrophically frustrating for you. You're going to be traumatized. You do not want that. So the universe is trying to tell you, hey, look, put yourself first, look after you, do you. This is very, very important. And so the universe gives you warning signs, flashing bells, all this kind of stuff. Like, you need to put you first, and you need to be around people that are good for you. Stop accepting just anyone that comes your way, kind of thing. Which I know that you don't accept just anyone that comes your way, but sometimes things look shiny and things look great, and you stay in situations and you're very good at giving, a lot of chances, but then those people hurt you. And the universe is trying to say, now's the time for you. Okay, now is the time for you. And this is important, because if not now, then when? Okay, and when you put yourself first and you do you, the universe will shape itself around you, quite literally. And you want that, right? You want the universe to shape itself around you and to give you the abundance and the joy and the fulfillment that you have always wanted. That is something that you have wanted, and it will come. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, intention items. Also, I have got Instagram and TikTok. So it's Instagram is moonlight.guidance, TikTok is Moonlight Guidance. I post short readings on there every single day. Check them out if you are interested, and I will see you all very, very soon. All right, take care. Bye.